Guys, welcome to Troy Time. Check it out. We got an awesome one today. I am super excited. Today we're talking potatoes and we are talking about the ultimate potato tower. It's a short, sweet video today, guys. We're going to get right to it. Let's go. All right. Well, this is what I'm calling the ultimate potato tower, guys. And it really is. Okay, this thing has some features that are just absolutely incredible. It solves a lot of problems with the other style of potato towers, and it's just absolutely amazing, okay? Stay tuned to this short video. We're going to go over this, and we're going to talk about it right now. So let's get into it. I've been growing potatoes for a while now, and I've got a lot of success in growing them in containers. I usually grow them in grow bags on raised gardens and raised beds, and that works awesome. So I've been doing that for a while. I'm getting some really good harvests. The problem with potatoes, though, is that they can take up a huge amount of your garden, and they can take up that space for a very long time. In some of my other videos, we've explored ways to alleviate that pressure by intercropping them, and that's worked really well. I've intercropped them both with radishes and with green beans, so you can check out those videos for that. But one of the best solutions that you can have is a potato tower. But what you're going to find is there's a lot of mixed reviews about potato towers, okay? Some people love them, and a lot of people find that they've got some problems. Mainly, if you look at videos that are out there, what people are going to tell you is that over time, the potato tower becomes very compacted. That really makes it difficult for the plant to grow. Also, what you'll find is that they have a very hard time watering it thoroughly, getting water both into the center and into the bottom of the tower. So they oftentimes will find that they don't get very good yield out of a tower, not nearly what they would expect. And usually they'd be better off with just using containers. That's what a lot of people are going to tell you if you watch these videos. They found that towers haven't been that productive. But I'm going to show you a new style of tower today, and we're going to talk about how to build it up. And we're going to talk about what makes it so good and some of its unique features. All right, guys, so the new design that I've been using is just simply to use milk crates, and they work perfect. It solves the two problems that we just spoke about. For one, you're not going to have that compression. You're not going to have all that constant pressure bearing down on your medium, on your plants trying to grow. When you have the milk crates, they're supported all along the milk crate structure. So even the bottom part of the milk crate's only going to feel the weight of itself, just that one container. And this one is 5 containers high. I got this milk crate at Walmart, and they were like $6 each. Okay, and I got 5 of them here, so that's $30. And these are going to last a long time. These things are really sturdy, and they can bear a lot of weight. They can hold a lot. They can take a big load on top. All right, so it's really, you could go higher. Here I'm going 5 high, but you could really go 7 high if you wanted to do it in this particular manner. Additionally, it's going to be easy to get all the water all the way through this structure because I'm going to leave a small gap in between each level, and I'll be able to just stick the hose head right in there, the sprinkler, and spray right into each particular container, spreading water evenly throughout the structure. So you're not going to have a problem with compression, and you're not going to have a problem with uneven water distribution. So it solves those two right off the bat. There's also a lot of neat things about this tower that we'll talk about after we talk about how to build it up. So let's get to some of the particulars. It's real simple. Let's just walk through what we do to build this thing up, and then you can build one too, and I hope you do. So we're starting with 2 concrete cinder blocks. That's just going to give us a nice, steady, level base and just kind of give everything a nice platform to stand on and raise it up off the ground a little bit. So just 2 cinder blocks pushed together works perfectly. You're going to see we're also going to need 5 milk carts. I got those from Walmart, and a bale of hay or something, half a bale of hay, what have you. You're going to need some hay. So you're going to find that the milk carts will sit perfectly on those 2 cinder blocks. Look how nice that fit is. They just square up perfectly, and it's just a perfect fit. That's just awesome for a base. What you're going to want to do is build basically a little bird nest on the bottom of all the milk carts with the hay. And you're just going to want to fill each milk cart and just give it enough to where you're just catching the soil. You're just using that as a barrier to keep the soil in. So fill up all 5, and then you're just going to start to work the hay just a little bit around the sides. Again, you're basically just using the hay at this point just to keep the soil from just flying through all the gaps. So just pull it up around all the little ones. You don't need a lot of hay at all. You're just kind of making almost like a hay mesh, if you will. Then you're just going to make a soil mixture, okay? And you're going to make a little bed with the soil. I'm using 3 products. I'm using a container soil mix, and I'm using that at just over half of the mixture. And I also am using Black Cow and Perlite at about 1/4 each. then you're just going to want to build a little bed for your potatoes, about 4 inches worth of soil. And I'm putting the eyes facing outward. That's a little controversial. I know most people will tell you put the eyes facing up when they're in a container, but because we want these to come out the sides, I'm hoping that's the case. So I put these sideways, sort of pointing right towards a little opening. And then I just cover the rest. I fill almost up to the top, but you want to leave about 1 inch. You want to be able to stack these, and you want that stack to have just a little bit of gap. Also, additionally, I'm going to sprinkle some bone meal on top, just a little light handful through, just sprinkled on top, just like that. And then we're going to water that in. And that's going to work out perfect just to give our potatoes a good kickstart and lots of nutrients that they need to grow. Then you just stack them up together. We're going to go 5 high. You could go 7 if you keep your table stable, but we're going to do some other stuff. So that's why 5 is going to work really well for us. And this just works awesome, guys. I can't even tell you. You're also going to want to give your tower a nice big wad of straw at the top, like a big straw hat. And I just crisscross 2 strings diagonally to hold that in place. That's going to keep it from being washed out. Here's a great look at the little 1-inch gap. You could stick a faucet head or a sprinkler head right in there, and you can see right through each one of these levels to the other side where daylight is. So you could water that super easy right through there. Just works out awesome. Right, so let's talk about some of the benefits of this thing, because there's a lot of them. Let's start with how simple it is. It is so simple to make, how easy it is. You don't need any tools. You can just slap this thing together, right? It solves all the problem of previous ways of building these up. So it solves all the major problems of the different potato towers of the past. This thing is easily available. You can get it at Walmart. It's got a lot of advantages just because it's modular. You can move this thing around. I broke it down and moved it to 3 different places in less than a minute each time. You just pull it right off and move it to where it needs to go and rebuild it back up. So you could move it even during a season while it's growing. It's just awesome. It's adjustable. You could have two racks, 3, 4, 5, probably up to 7. I'm using 5 here for a particular reason we'll talk about in just a minute. 5 is a really, really good height, and it's just perfect. It's right at my eye level so I can see everything, and it's just a really good, I probably recommend 5 over anything else. Right now I'm doing this as my first prototype. What we're going to do this fall is we'll probably scale this up. I'll probably have maybe 3, maybe even 4 of these things in my fall garden. So we'll have an awesome harvest. I may have to tweak 1 or 2 little things because this is a prototype, but that's part of what we do. So this thing is just absolutely amazing. That's why I'm calling it the ultimate potato tower. It really is, all right? So now I'll tell you what I've been waiting and holding out for the last bit is that I stuck a Lazy Susan underneath this thing, and I put 4 2x4s cut to size, and this thing swivels, baby. It pivots. It's awesome. Check it out. Here we go, baby. It swivels. How awesome is that? That's the bomb, baby. You gotta love it. Great stuff. Check my channel, baby. So here's a better look at the bottom. So what you have is the cinder block there, and then there's a little thin disc, that black disc, that's the Lazy Susan. And then I've got 4 2x4s just as a level stand so that all the weight is distributed evenly across the Lazy Susan. And it works awesome, guys. This thing's probably like 200, 220 pounds, and the Lazy Susan's capable of 220, I believe, and it swivels. I can do it with one hand. It's so nice, guys. It's really, really cool. So hopefully you think that's really cool too. I really am loving this potato tower. Guys, please do me a favor. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. Just click it. It costs you nothing and it helps me out so much. I'm trying to really grow my channel. I've got so many great ideas that I'm trying to get out to people. This is one of them. This is a beauty that can really help a lot of people. You can grow a lot of food in a tiny, tiny space with this tower, and I'm going to be growing more of them in the fall. And we're going to be doing other stuff too. I've got other towers, and we'll talk about some of those, but man, I love this potato tower. It's probably my favorite tower going right now. And yeah, we're going to do some other stuff with these milk crates as well. So you'll see that in my summer garden. So that's coming up. So you don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe and get your friends to subscribe and share this video with other people, please. Like this video and give me a comment. Rate this thing from 1 to 10 and let me know your thoughts. I think it's a 10, but you know, I'm a little biased since I made it. But yeah, give me some comments and let's get interactive in those comments and help me out. Help this channel grow. Please, guys, do just a little something to really help me. I'm trying to really get this channel off the ground, but it's a grind in the beginning, guys. I'm grinding away. I'm giving you some of my best content. I hope you like it. Yeah, share a comment, share a like, share the video. And just thanks for being here, guys. I've gotten some great feedback from all of you. I love making the videos. I'm just trying to get my channel out there and going. So hopefully we'll see you again real soon. I hope you're subscribed. I got a ton of content coming. And yeah, this is Troy time. Thanks for being here, guys. Build this tower. It's easy and it's great. Lots more coming. This is Troy time. I'm out.